So I decided I wanted to explore the idea of what it would be like if the world, instead of having heteronormativity, was homonormativity. So people had to come out as straight, and gay was being the norm. So I interviewed some people about what it was like for when they came out, and I just twisted a little bit. So instead of coming out as gay, or lesbian, or bi, or trans, or anything, they were coming out as straight. And here are their stories. So I interviewed a few people on what it's like to be straight, and how they came out to their parents as straight, and their friends, family, and I have their stories for you today. I wasn't entirely comfortable coming out at first, obviously. Like, mostly I was afraid of judgment because I had read so many stories where parents, both religious and non religious, kicked their straight son or daughter out of their house. And of all the stories I read, most people lost friends or were bullied because of their sexuality. So to say that I was afraid to tell anybody would be an understatement. I realized one day after I told somebody struggling with depression to just be themselves that I was not being myself. I was lying every single day saying that I'm gay and acting like I'm gay. It felt so hypocritical. So I ended up calling my best friend Lila and I told her I was super nervous and almost chickened out, but I trusted her with more than my life. So I came clean. After she said she supported me, it kind of wildfired after that. I gradually told my other close friends, who then convinced me it was time to tell the parents. So I told my mom over text. And I was like, Mom, we need to talk. She said, okay. And I came clean and said, Mom, I'm straight. When she said that we needed to have a face-to-face conversation, I locked myself in the room and started to cry because I thought she was going to disown me. Little did I know she wanted to hug me and thank me for telling her. Well, when I told my other mom, it wasn't until months after that, because I asked her what she thought about straight people, and she said she didn't support it. Likewise, when I told her that I was straight, she didn't support me and didn't want to talk about it. We were riding home in the car from band, and I told her, and after minutes of silence, I asked her if she had anything to say. And she said she had nothing to say to me anymore. But over time, I guess she has grown used to it, and I guess now she fully supports me. Some issues that I faced are some heterophobia. I've had people telling me to play a D on the saxophone because all straights love D. I guess fear of people not accepting me. But almost everyone has accepted me. And I've been the happiest person alive ever since I came out, and honestly, I was more depressed in the closet than I ever am now. So, in the middle of 7th grade, I started to notice girls in a way that I didn't think was okay. I wanted to hold their hand and kiss them, but I quickly suppressed this. Then, towards the end of 8th grade, I made some friends, but I'm still hyper aware of my feelings towards girls. And I hide them in the deep recess of my mind. Flash forward, high school starts. Ninth grade is when my anxiety and depression hit their peak. My hiding of feelings isn't helping at all. In 10th grade, I started to get help, and I started to realize that maybe liking girls is okay as long as I still like guys. So I came out to my two best friends as bi. I managed to convince myself that I am bi. And until about halfway through my senior year, then one day I look at my cat, who's lying on my bed, and I tell him, I'm straight. He just meows and walk away. Love my cat. Then I tell my best friend, and she's totally cool with it. I tell my parents and my sister. My sister and dad are super chill about it. My mom, on the other hand, isn't so chill. She's okay with straight people, as long as it's not relating to her son or daughter. She's become better over the past 3 years. So next I came out to the entire cast and crew of my high school's show during the cast party. Then I came out to my entire school with a t-shirt on a special day where we got to decorate a blank t-shirt however we wanted. And so I wrote, "In case you didn't know, I'm straight." I got really positive responses. So freshman year of college, in the first week I decided to tell my roommate. And depending on his reaction, it would change how I came out to people in college. So I told him, and he said, "Cool, I'm ace." So by the end of the month, I was out to my entire hall. So far, sophomore year hasn't been difficult or different. Right now, I'm kind of playing around with gender. I'm pretty sure I identify as cis, but who knows? This is kind of a new thing for me. But I'm always afraid that when I mention my straightness to people at work or class, they'll hate me or judge me. It's little corrections. Like when I tell people that I haven't dated anyone and they say they'll find me a boyfriend. I just tell them good luck with that, but it's not gonna work. I'm straight. My life has gotten significantly better since coming to college, but I do still live in constant fear, but just a little more confidence now. When you come out as, straight, there's some things that people don't understand. They ask you some really odd things. You like sports. You must be a straight. I could sense it the moment you walked in. My straight-dar is pretty accurate. I could tell by the way that you talk and the way you dress. You're totally straight, aren't you? What's it like at a straight bar? See, I like watching straight porn, but I don't really like straight couples because I don't want it to be in your face, like the straight agenda. Like, what is that? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? Do they want me to be straight? I'm not the only one who's explored this field. Even a popular TV show such as Friends has explored this field, as shown in the next clip.
Oh, yeah, alright. I kinda need a divorce.
Oh, okay. How come?
Actually, I'm getting married again.
What?
Oh, God, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm straight. Yeah, I know.
I don't understand. I don't understand. How can you be straight? I mean, you're so smart and funny, and you throw such great Academy Award parties.
I know. That's what I kept telling myself, but you just reach a point where you can't live a lie anymore.
So how long have you known?
Well, I guess on some level I always knew I was straight. I thought I was supposed to be something else. I'm an ice dancer. All my friends are gay. I was just trying to fit in.
And there's actually a woman?
Her name's Deborah.
Oh. Well, is she the first that you've been with?
Well, I've never told you this, but there were one or two times back in college when I get really drunk, go to a straight bar, and wake up with a woman next to me. But I told myself it was the liquor, and everyone experiments in college.
Sure.
But now I know I don't have a choice about this. I was born this way.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you're married to someone for 6 years, and you think you know him, and then one day he says, "Oh, I'm not gay."
I'm still me.
So, you told your parents?
No, but it'll be okay. They're pretty cool. My brother's straight, so.
Even in a world where being straight is the norm, there are some people who still have to come out. Bi, trans, pan, ace, demi, there's no category. We're not either or. It's not just yes. It's not a yes or no answer. It's a spectrum. So, some people still aren't the majority. No matter what, there's still some minorities, and that's what people don't get. being bi doesn't mean that some days you're straight and some days you're gay, or that when you're in a same-sex relationship you are gay, or you're in two different sex relationship that you're straight. That's not how it works. You don't change your sexuality. Sexuality is something that you're born with. It's not a choice. It's not a decision that you just wake up and say, I think I'm going to be gay today. So I want to end this by saying, whether you're straight, gay, lesbian, bi, pan, ace, demi, trans, queer, I don't care. And neither should you. It's just one part of who you are. Just because you're gay or just because you're straight, that doesn't make you that specifically. That is one aspect of who you are. And I don't want anyone to tell you differently. I also want to make sure that you know that just because, your parents or your friends or someone else in your family disagrees with it or doesn't support you, that doesn't mean there aren't people who do support you. There's a whole community out there that will support you and they will love you. There are some people who won't accept you and you can't really do anything about it. But you'll learn. It does get better.